Hello everyone and welcome back to some more KOTOR action. We last left off, we took care of some piggies who tried to ambush us. They thought they could get the drop on us. Little did they know who they were dealing with. And now we gotta get on over here. I believe, if I remember correctly, this will actually take us to the Sand People Enclave. We need to get there to, well, deal with the Sand People. And then I think that also will lead us to another area that we also need to get to. I do not believe, or no, actually, maybe it is over here. Yeah, it is. I think it is over here. But we want that experience points. Don't. Wow. Okay. Sally sells. She sells by the seashore. Good goddamn. We want that experience, don't we? Yes, we do. So that we are as strong as we possibly can, and we can just walk into a room, stasis the whole room, and force lightning everyone to a crisp. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to get into a fight with these raids right here, so we can get some of these raid plates, so we can trade them in, get some extra cash flow coming on in. Because as we all know, everything in this game is super expensive for no reason. And honestly, half the time, I feel like once you get your Jedi companions, and you yourself become a Jedi, you don't really even need to buy med packs or battle stimulants or anything like that. You usually end up picking up enough along the way that if you get to a part where, despite being leveled up enough, you're having trouble, that you can use said battle stimulants and whatnot that you've managed to pick up and find. So anyway, we'll stasis, and then we'll do, well, no, not stasis again. That's too much. That's too much. So we'll do force lightning, and then we'll get right into it. Juhani will have her cure real quick. And then throw lightsaber. Actually, you know what? No. By the time that they get here, let's have her cure.
What is it?
And then we'll freeze. We'll pause, rather. And now we'll... Actually, he's frozen, so we'll have her throw her lightsaber, and then she'll go at it as well, and then Bastila go after that guy right there. We'll do wound. And then, yeah, we'll do saber throw and get right into it. All right, here we go.
I'm here.
A little force lightning there. Raid has decided to come over as well, making our job a little bit easier. Try and cut these guys down. I don't remember. I think the raids are only in this area. I don't believe that they're in any other section of Tatooine, although I could be wrong. You never know. So, there we go. Got the raid. Let's loot his body.
That.
Give me that raid.
Jedi can
Oh. Usually they don't have anything for us to pick up, so awesome. It'd be cool if they would have had some bantha sticks. No, not bantha stick, gaffy sticks. What am I talking about?
What is it?
Yes?
So since he can't move, he can't even do anything. Force depleted. Is it really that bad? Alright, so he can't do anything right now.
I'm here.
I like how I say, yeah, you don't really need to buy any med packs or anything like that, because, you know, like,
what
you're
is
a Jedi. You don't need to do that. Meanwhile, I've run out of force points and I can't heal.
Sure.
Alright, we'll use regular med packs on everybody, just to get them up to snuff. Because this next fight is actually, it's a little tough. It's not entirely impossible, but it can be difficult. I feel like I remember the first time that I ever actually fought those guys over there. Many moons ago, when I was but a wee lad. I say that, but I didn't play this game until many years after it actually came out, and I was, I don't know, maybe like, I think like 19 or 20, perhaps. But I kept on dying through these guys, and I couldn't beat them, so I got Mission in my party, had her go invisible, and just set up a bunch of landmines all over the place and made them all run into it. I baited them into running into the landmines. Let's see if I can get over to this junk pile first. Nope. Nothing there. Alright. Have at it, you, Hunter.
What can I do?
What?
You shall fall.
Dead. Fast we're doing. Not too shabby.
Sure.
He's actually
You will fall.
not doing too great. Excellent. Okay, get item. Where's the other guy? Come here, bud. Out of my way, you honey. Out of my way. There we go. Beacon. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys there.
Yes?
She needs healing. We're actually just going to use a advanced med pack. And then we'll get all
Sure.
these dudes and dudettes.
Your wish? Yes?
To use
Sure.
some energy shields. Alright, let's give this a shot, shall we? Frag grenade, concussion, thermal detonator. Actually, we'll go with the thermal detonator. Oh no, you know what? We'll try the concussion grenade first. And then we'll do the thermal. Or should we do an adhesive? No, because the adhesive won't get everyone, so there's no point. And there's only 2 frag grenades, so that's not really worth it either. Then wound. Juhani, not close enough, so we'll just let them do their thing.
Yes.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
No. Yeah, we're not going to talk to anybody. I think I said in the last episode, if I remember correctly, that all of the conversational stuff I'm going to take care of off screen, so to speak. Just because it's well, obviously it's very dialogue heavy, but it's sort of boring. Do you really want to see me sit there and talk to these guys to try and drag out their personal history? No. So once we get closer and closer to like the final of each person's personal story, that's when I'll start putting that into the regular recordings, so that you have kind of a grasp of why we're going to do whatever it is that we're going to do to finish off their personal stories.
What is it?
No,
Of
nothing now.
course.
See, we can't even talk to her. You have to like wait, which is not necessarily a pain in the butt. It makes sense, but it's mildly annoying. All right, concussion. 2 concussions. No, thank you. Thermal detonator. There we go. Send it. All right, we concussed 1 guy. Nice, knocked him down. This guy will wound him.
Your wish?
Body, we're gonna have.
That hurt, I bet.
What can I do?
What? So we'll be fighting a little bit faster. Let's do shock. There we go, not too bad. Someone's definitely going to lose some minds. That's okay. Health so far is doing pretty good. Oh, where'd these guys come from? That looked like a decent grenade, didn't it? There we go. Cool.
What is it?
Let's make this quick.
Yeah, come over here. Let's
What?
get rid
The
of them.
Force fights with me.
No. Come over here. Let's deal with these guys, shall we? We don't have to. There we go. 1 more guy. I know I have a bunch of gaffy sticks too, hopefully. Awesome. Cool dance moves. Where are these dudes coming from? Oh, that's right. They just keep showing up, I think. If I remember correctly. We'll throw a grenade. Oh, it's an ice grenade. That was them. Carbon grenades. Do you think the sand people use carbon grenades to generate ice so that they can then have water? What is this dude doing? Saved. Let's just keep electrocuting him. There we go. Alright, let's pick up these gaffy sticks. Lots of money to be made here. Get item. Names. Get item. Give me your gaffy sticks. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Right. A couple more. Nope, don't care about the mine. Make somebody run through it. Or we could always switch out. Maybe I'll switch out. I'll get T3 in here. He can pick them up. They're good to have to sell. Just for extra cash, you know? Ain't nobody got time for sneaking around. Just set up mines. Except for me. How I explained I sneaked around to set up mines. Alright, party selection. We'll remove Juhani. Add T3. Okay, close. T3. Come on over here, bud. Can you really not? You can't? Alright. We'll just do that then. Screw it. Alright, we'll switch back to Juhani. We could bring HK in here. He is a protocol droid, but we're not going to do that. It'll be better to do this. So we're gonna... Oh. Ooh. Okay, you know what? We're gonna hold off on this for now. We're gonna hold off on this just for now. We'll go and try and deal with the... Well, you'll see. You shall see. Come on, buddy. There we go. Alright, so this is where we want to go over here. Hopefully, I don't think these two things are tied together, the Sand People Enclave and where we want to go next. People would pass this way. Occasional stone appears to be marked by a path. Logically placed. Blah, blah. Oh, we can't go this way yet. Shit. Alright. Oh, that's right, because I think she has... the Zerka office has the map that we need. Man. Alright. Alright, so we'll start. We'll go over here and we'll start. Bummer, dude. Bummer. That's okay, though. I didn't necessarily want to do this first, but here we are. Alright, lots of mines. Not necessarily worried about it. There's going to be a lot of sand people here, too. Usually what I like to do is traverse the outskirts of... And this is just for any game, for that matter. That has, like, a discoverable mini-map, if that makes sense. Is I like to skirt the outskirts first. If you remember from Diablo 2, that's what we were doing. I know I haven't played that in, like, a dog's age. That definitely did fall beside the wayside. I did get the new one that came out. Or, well, not the new one, the remake. The remaster. I wasn't able to figure out how to switch over my game file. Because I know that you were supposed to be able to do that, so... if I can, I'll look into that and see what we can do there. If I can figure out how to do that, and then maybe I'll pick that back up again. We'll have to wait and see. So as you can see, there's a bunch of guys hanging around. Lots of experience to be had here. Let's continue on this way. Here we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, these guys don't give you gaffy sticks, though. I don't understand why they do that. It doesn't make any sense. Jesus. Jesus! They're so close. My God. We'll do Affliction. Not the lame clothing brand. And Wound.
Yes. For the you shall fall. You cannot win.
Now, ooh, we gotta level up. That's cool. I know that there are a lot of mods for this. Unfortunately, so for KOTOR 2, on the Steam page, there is a workshop that is accessible, then that you can get into. But they don't have one for this, and I don't understand why they don't. It doesn't make any sense. I feel like they should. Eventually, we'll play this again. not anytime soon, especially not after I beat it the first time. But it'll be fun to come back to and play. And at that point, we might just mod the game until it explodes. Not really, but you know what I mean. I think that would be fun. Because I think even in this, there were a lot of things that had to be cut for time, unfortunately. We'll do Force Whirlwind. That didn't make it into the game. I mean, most of us, I think, know that that's what happened with KOTOR 2. There was so much stuff. And,
What can I do?
They just got rushed into making this.
You shall fall.
It got pushed out so fast, and that's why people don't like, the Sith Lords as much.
You shall fall.
Sith Lords was good. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was buggy. It wasn't great. But, I mean, the ability to turn your companions into Jedi was just like, that was the coolest thing. So for me, just everyone was a Jedi. That was my life's work when I would play KOTOR 2, was just to make everyone I possibly could a Jedi. And I remember seeing character models of Mandalore with like lightsabers and stuff, and I was like, oh shit, like you can make him a Jedi? Like, let's go, that's fucking dope. Nope.
Yes?
No, I tried so many times to talk to that dude, to awaken in him this, that, and the other, so that he would have a connection to the Force and stuff. Nope. I mean, who knows? That might have been one of the things that actually ended up getting cut from the game, which, again, sucks. There's so... Oh, come on. Don't do this to me.
Your wish?
There's so many things in that game. I mean, it's notorious for having doors that you can't open. You can go and, like, quote-unquote, interact with them. Like, they're, you know, like, it would come up with this type of, like, circular reticle when you would go to, like, go up to a door, but you can't do anything to it. And those are, like, areas that got cut from the game because they were pressed for time. Which, again, terrible. Absolutely terrible.
For the Republic!
We got gypped of a good game being great. But... And then we ended up getting Jade Empire. I don't know if any of you have ever played Jade Empire, but that same... I believe it was BioWare. I'm pretty sure it was BioWare. Same type of, like, morale... Well, not the same type of morality system, but still had a morality system. It was an RPG and stuff like that, but it was set in... it was China. It was set in, like, ancient, like, medieval fantasy China. And, right, we want wisdom, force points, and power saving the giant force power, the wisdom also. Yeah, we want wisdom. We want wisdom to be so incredibly jacked that no one can resist our powers. And then we're going to do computer and repair. These two things are going to be so incredibly important for later. Treat injury isn't all that important, but yeah, these are very important. And then powers. Oh, we could do cure, or heal rather. What else could we do though? Yeah, we could do force lightning. Force lightning is probably what we're gonna do. Choke is nice, but the way that I like to eventually play my characters is just fucking stasis field and force storm everything. That's the way to go, baby. All right. Yeah, of course.
What is it?
Why would you be able to walk? Let's heal.
Yes?
We'll sift between everybody just
Yes?
to heal everyone up.
What is it?
All right, Juhani. Bring us where we need to be. Oh, speaking of which, we need to... Actually, I don't know if it's everyone has to, or if it's just him. I think everyone has to. We have to put on Sand people close so that they don't know that we're sneaking in. Can he move now?
Sure.
What is it?
Oh, we could totally kill these guys, but they shouldn't. Yeah, they're not aggro with us. Ah, yeah. So I can get nice and close to them. Yeah, I know. What? How did that happen?
Sure.
Alright. It's an old game. I gotta give it
Your
the benefit
wish?
of the doubt, you know? They even run like the sand people. That's hilarious. What is going on here? I just want to kill this guy. Let's move up here. There we go. Yo! I'm gonna
Yes?
explode.
What is it?
Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Alright, so we're gonna leave that guy alone because it's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap set by the sand people to trick people into thinking that you can attack him, but in reality, when you get too close to him, it's a portcullis. It's a port key from Harry Potter. Shit. All right, let's go. Let's go up over here. Oh, brother. Gotta love 20-year-old games. It's not even 20 years old. It's like, I don't know, I think 15 years old, maybe. She's an old girl. She's an old girl. Can we
What?
move with him yet? Yes, we can. All right, cool. He's still got the buff. All right, so we're gonna clear out the Sand People Enclave, at least the outside ring. This is a big big oval. We're gonna clear out pretty much everybody in here, and I think that's probably where we're gonna call it quits. Again, remember, I want to try and keep these short and sweet. I don't want these to drag on too long. Just because I don't know, because I want to, I guess. Admittedly, though, I know some episodes are going to end up being longer than others, because that's just the way the cookie crumbles, baby. Stasis. And then we'll do... Where is it? Yeah. Give me that Force Lightning. Can't resist. She can't... Really? Can't interact? Like, right here. And then we'll do throw lightsaber and that. Alright,
What
here
is
we go.
it?
No! She's not in the mood to talk. Yeah, no shit.
So be it. You cannot win.
There we go.
There.
Stand in the back and lightning everybody.
There.
Incredibly satisfying. It's a pro gamer move. Let your NPCs do all the work for you. So, getting lots of stuff that we'll never use. Vibro blades and the like. Yeah, seriously. Especially since, I mean, everyone who's not a Jedi is... I did it again, didn't I? Okay, no, I didn't. Everyone who's not a Jedi, I'm making them use ranged weapons, which is something that I've never done. Like, I've always made them use melee weapons. Yeah, get wrecked. Just because my line of thinking when I was younger was, oh, well, I'm going to be encountering a lot of Sith. They all have lightsabers. Why would I use blasters? But in reality, this could be more fun.
Ha! Let's make this quick.
Yeah. None can stand to my power. Allow me a cruel chuckle. Woohoo! Right? Isn't that how the audio goes? On TikTok? Alright, who's here? Let's throw some grenades, just for shits and gigs. Oh my God. Not just the men, but the women too. No kids though. Can we move? Yes, we can. Okay, those aren't accessible, but these are. What do you got in here? I'll take it. I'll take it. Is that? No, none of the pots are. Gotta remember that. Storm. Look at the so far. Oh. This is why being a counselor is the best, because if you just level up for Storm, you can waffle stomp through everybody. Let's go with the corpse. We got some treads. Roll amplifier. Please, ladies, I need to leave. I have to commit war crimes. We can't talk to them yet. I don't think you can. I'm almost positive you can't kill them, but I'm not gonna let them go yet either, otherwise they'll die. Oh, that's right. I'm almost positive you save them and they give you the map that you need.
What can I do?
It's the Jawas that have it. I forgot. I'm pretty sure, at least. I don't know. Don't quote me.
Sure.
That
Way my
is
memory
what a
works.
Jedi can do.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. Force lightning. Oh, it's
You
force
will
lightning.
fall!
Yeah.
How can I help?
No.
Then I suggest.
I don't want to talk. Happy sticks. And this will be a nice chunk of change that we'll get for turning all these in. Should be pretty cool. Some more sand people. There we go. What do we got? Anybody? Yes. Run them pockets. Give me old shit. Items. I think that's the chieftain's hut, actually. Damn it. I legitimately don't think there's anything more frustrating in this game. I mean, it's definitely a stretch to say, but more frustrating in this game than looking at a container and taking the items and then accidentally re-clicking on said container and taking the items all over again. All right, we're actually just we're gonna do this. So heal,
What can I do?
heal,
Yes?
heal, and then a Chani shield.
What?
Oh, he's out of a shield. No, really? Oh yeah, no, he is, isn't he? Dueling shield. Cool. Where is it?
What can I do?
And then she's got a shitty one. Let's give her a better one. We'll do the Sith energy shield. It's got 5 charges, and there we go.
Sure.
All right, and there it is, the chieftain. No sonic, adhesive, ion, frag. Yeah, do 2 frags and then just electrify.
Poison.
Poison. Oh,
I will be your doom!
get him. There we go. Torch him. I love Force lightning.
The Force fights with me!
Sure, it does that.
Let's make this quick.
Not very composed for a Jedi, is she?
I'm here.
I think I
Yo, what did he just say? What was that? Did you hear that? Did you hear what my guy just said? I think I've been poisoned. My boy.
What?
Good God. Heal yourself up, you weirdo.
You cannot win.
I'm here.
Oh, Lord.
What is it?
Ah, yeah, take a piece of your own medicine. There we go.
What?
So, got some stuff here that we can take for sure. Check all these wicker bins. Son of a bitch. I wasn't even facing this one. And it still was like, oh, you want to look in this one? Alright, cool, yeah, here. Thanks. Appreciate it.
What can I do?
Can we not actually pick up anything off these guys? Literally everyone else we could get stuff off of, but not these guys, because they didn't Obi-Wan Kenobi themselves and disappear into their clothes. Ah, there it is. Map of the Eastern Dune Sea. That's what we need. Alright, cool. Chief's Gaffy Step. Gaffy Step. We got the Chief's Gaffy Step. Alright, let's go let those Jawas know that they can go, and then we're actually just going to fast travel back to the Ebon Hawk and do it that way. You are not the ghostly giants that hold us trapped, the people of the sand. You are from the old city new. Isis must have sent you your coming. Are you a rescuer? You must be. Yeah, go to Anchor. They're too busy fighting me to operate the turrets. There are thanks you must have. The Jawas under Isis will reward trade. Find him in Isis will wait for the Wolf City. So yeah, we'll get a reward for freeing these dudes. Super cool stuff. They gotta level up. Awesome. Let's do that right now, actually. Recommended awareness. No. Healing. Awareness is not... It's not needed. We will do... What shall we do? Another stasis user would be helpful. But we'll do choke. Do choke. Accept, and then Juhani, level up, skills. Yeah, we'll let her do that stuff. She will do... Not stasis. I guess, we'll do drain life. Accept. Alright, cool. So, farm trade, star map, blah, 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 Juhani. Return to the Ebon Hawk. Not available. Super duper lame. The other thing that KOTOR 2 definitely improved upon was just like a quality of life thing. Was the fact that after you like opened a crate or looked through something, it would tell you that it's empty. Surprised that like they didn't do that in this. I mean, maybe it probably just wasn't something that they thought of, but you know what I mean? 'Cause you know how many times, like as a kid, like I went, I was like, I don't know if I search this, like I'm just gonna search it again, and then it's empty. I'm like, ah, cool. I'm glad that I wasted my time. Juhani, what are you doing? Come on, killing my vibe here. Yeah, the sand people turrets don't do jack squat now. Let's see if we can... Yes, thank God. You know what I didn't want to have to do? Walk all the way back. Definitely didn't want to have to do that. Alright, let's go to the Zerka office. Actually, we'll trade in the raid plates, too. Yo, dude. Hello again. Always a pleasure. What brings you back? What brings you back to Fazas? Jeez. I have something to sell. Let's have a look. I have raid plate. The bread and butter of the hunter. I'll take whatever you have off your hands for a fair price. Sell list. Where are my raid plates? In my massive inventory. Where are my raid plates? Or does he just take them automatically? I like how I've never noticed this actually. The adhesive and ion grenades are literally the same thing. Did he take them? Did I take them? I did, right? Honestly, I wouldn't be... Shit. I would not be surprised if I left them there. Son of a bitch. That's alright. Okay. I think I looked in this, but I'm gonna... Oh, no, I didn't. How about that? That's a first. Alright.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about...
Gaffy Steaks. Gaffy Steaks?
I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftains?
Yeah. Just
Then I'll
regular
take
ones
those
for
off
now.
your head.
Take that.
I see that.
Yes, I do. Here it
Well,
is.
that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain.
Thank you. You want to give me an additional
And
reward?
I wouldn't want you to leave without this additional reward.
Hell yeah.
Yes, of course I wouldn't.
Zerka may be a corrupt organization, but that does not justify us using the Force for personal gain.
Doesn't it, though? 1,300 experience, 2,200 creds. Nice. Alright. So, now we have... the map. Let's go talk to Izaz. What buff do I have on right now? What buff is it that I have? Yo, this thing is still on. It's glitched out. And now I'm just like super fast all the time. I'm here for it. Okay. What do you want?
How can I help?
I have to do this. I'd like to know more about you, Master.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us.
Yeah.
Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi Order, then.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as
Were you?
most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Yeah, we're gonna call it out. So the Jedi separate children from their families.
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
It is idiotic, honestly, and ultimately what always, leads to their downfall. You weren't allowed to love?
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
What? You don't sound very good, yeah. Yeah, no.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
No. As I think I said it before, when we first started this series, that no matter if I go light side or dark side, it's like impossible for me to be like a douchebag to my crewmates, so I won't. Weren't you on good terms with?
I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
Hate's a strong word, Bastila. You never tried to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
Which one? Yeah, we'll go with, you sound very sad when you say that.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore.
Sounds
I would
very
rather return to our mission.
restrictive. So, here's the thing. I remember playing, was it Jedi Fallen Order? Or no, not Fallen Order. That's the new one with Cal Kestis, isn't it? Jedi Academy. Okay. I love that game. I love that game primarily because it introduced, for me, as a young Star Wars fan, because again, keep in mind, like when I played that game, that was on the original Xbox. Okay? That friggin' giant black brick of a console. And I was, I don't know, anywhere in between like 18 and 20 or whatever. Huge Star Wars fan. Still am, of course. But that game made me think differently about how Jedi should be and how they should act. Mainly because in that game, you know, you start off as like a Padawan or a learner. The story is that you've already built your own lightsaber. You're like a prodigy or whatever, some shit like that. And you go to the temple that Luke is at, and he's the master, the headmaster there, if that's what you want to call it. And he teaches you, or he tells you that you're going to learn about force healing and persuade and all this stuff. But then he also tells you that you're going to learn force choke and force lightning and these supposedly dark side powers. And he goes on to say that they're not dark side powers. They're just powers, right? The Force isn't inherently good or bad. The Force is just a tool. I mean, of course, none of this is canon anymore. That's part of Legends, unfortunately. But I think Mara Jade was mentioned or was in that, right? And it goes on. It's all that also like takes part, or I guess. How do I want to put this? How do I put this? I believe, if I remember correctly, he goes on to say that, like, Jedi can form connections. Jedi can love. Being in love as a Jedi doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to fall to the dark side. And even Yoda says it in, I think, Revenge of the Sith, right? That you can't cut yourself off from your emotions as a Jedi, because that's impossible. But what you have to do is accept the loss when someone who you hold dear passes away. You have to accept that and understand that they are now one with the Force. And I think, if I remember correctly, in Jedi Academy, that like Luke says something similar. And I remember thinking, especially when it came to like, you know, oh, you're going to learn about dark side powers too, that like that was like the most mind-blowing thing to me ever that like I'd ever heard for like a Star Wars game, because it was just like, holy shit, like what, like Jedi can use force lightning and it's not gonna make them evil. Like, yeah, why not? I mean, now the way that it is now, I guess they don't really say that. I mean, even I think is Kit Fisto. No, not Kit Fisto. Oh shit, Ahsoka Tano's original instructor. God damn it, I forget his name, but he used a form of Force Lightning, but it was the quote-unquote light side version of Force Lightning called Force Judgment. I know you can play as him in Battlefront 2, and he can use that move. Alright, let's talk to this guy. You of your kind, Isis of Zhao would like to thank you for what was done. Mine have returned because of you. You are not known, so why you did this, I do not know, but thanks are given just the same. You will have some things for yourself as thanks for what was done. Take and be welcome. I'm not gonna bully these guys. I think I could, but I'm not going to. I'm looking for something called the Star Map. Can you help? You have saved the tribe of Isis, and we are willing to trade. I know of this. In the sands of the east, the eastern sea, we dig for the people of sand and find the strange thing of the peoples before. Already, do you have a map of the eastern dunes? Follow it, and you will find what you need in the lair of the dragon. It's a crate dragon. I'm just going to say it. I don't want to talk to this dude anymore. That will be fine. Good luck. You are a good friend of Jaws. Remember when you're kind or gone. Just automatically assuming that all humans are just going to die on Tatooine except for the Jawas. Oh, that's fantastic. I want to explore over here real quick. Okay. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today. We had some fun, cleared out. Sand People Enclave, they're causing a lot of trouble for the local people here at Anchorhead. You know, we're doing doing the Lord's work? No, we're doing the Metachlorians' work. That's what we're doing. That's a stretch, but there we are. Alright, but guys, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. Always have fun making videos for you guys. So, but with that being said, as always, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.